the dangerous way, knowing I should probably turn and walk the other way. The rhythm grabs me by the hips and pulls me tight, surrendering my logic to the funky night.
Catching your frequency from across the crowded room, vibrations thumping like a sonic boom. My feet are moving though my brain is saying no.
Caught in the undertow of this infectious show, chemical reaction sparking in the humid air. Sweat is dripping down from your tangled hair, a hazardous magnetism pulling us to crash, ready to turn this discotheque to ash. Spinning in a toxic groove, losing all control over the way we move. A lethal tempo that we simply can't ignore, leaving us exhausted on the ballroom floor, caught inside the toxic groove.
Contagious melodies infecting my eardrum, making my rational defenses totally numb.
You spin around and shoot a venomous smile, convincing me to stay another little while.
The bass line slithers like a serpent in the dark,
leaving a very distinct, invisible mark.
We synchronize our steps into a deadly dance,
trapped in a deeply hypnotic rhythmic trance. Chemical reaction sparking in the humid air. Sweat is dripping down from your tangled hair, a hazardous magnetism pulling us to crash, ready to turn this discotheque to ash. Spinning in a toxic groove, losing all control over the way we move. A lethal tempo that we simply can't ignore, leaving us exhausted on the ballroom floor, caught inside the toxic groove. From this overwhelming heat,
the harmony is poisonous, the melody is sick.
We need to exit this rotation very quick. Step left, breathe in deep. Step right, lose some spinning in a toxic groove. Inside the toxic groove. Keep on dancing, keep on dancing, lethal prancing. Toxic Sepia-tone memories playing on a loop, sitting on the staircase of my childhood stoop.
You wear a fedora
and a classic tailored suit, an elegant aesthetic that nobody can refute.
Black and white cinema flickering on the screen, trapped inside a glamorous but melancholic scene.
You apply the lipstick with a steady, graceful hand, looking like a goddess from a forgotten land, projecting our illusions on a dusty velvet wall, waiting for the final cinematic curtain to fall. The reel is spinning backwards to a better yesterday. Trapped inside an era where we always wanna stay, chasing after vintage shadows, dancing in the artificial retro meadows. An antique love affair, that time left behind, a beautiful delusion manufactured by the mind, lost among the vintage shadows.
Gramophone needles scratching on the thick shellac,
Staring at your photograph in a classic Cadillac.
the dialogue is scripted, the romance is rehearsed.
Living in a timeline that is painfully reversed.
Polka dot dresses and a string of milky pearls.
Observing how the cigarette smoke elegantly curls.
We pose for the camera with a manufactured grace,
Hiding all the misery behind a perfect face. Projecting our illusions on a dusty velvet wall, waiting for the final cinematic curtain to fall. The reel is spinning backwards to a better yesterday.
trapped inside an era where we always wanna stay,
Chasing after vintage shadows,
dancing in the
artificial retro meadows.
an antique love affair,
That time left behind, a beautiful delusion manufactured by the mind, lost among the vintage shadows.
cut the projector, let the bulb finally burst.
This nostalgic obsession is making things worse.
We cannot live inside a photograph forever. It is time to pull the terrifying modern lever.
Fade to black, roll the credits, no turning back, no more edits. Chasing after vintage shadows, dancing in the artificial retro meadows. An antique love affair, that time left behind, a beautiful delusion manufactured by the mind, lost among the vintage shadows. Reel stops, curtain drops, vintage shadows. Oh. Staring at the bottom of an empty oak cask, completing a terribly sorrowful task. The house is completely stripped of furniture now, wondering exactly where we failed and how.
Shouting your name down the vast canyon wall, waiting for hours for a responding call.
The distillation of our terrible past proves that the vintage was never meant to last. Reverberations bouncing off the empty space, leaving an acoustic invisible trace. Fermented memories haunting the corridor, reminding us of what we are fighting for. Listening to the whiskey echoes
against the cold stone, amplifying the fact that I am fully alone. The malt and the barley have aged in the dark,
leaving a permanent resonating mark. Phantom acoustics lingering in the grand hall, watching the shadows begin to crawl. I whisper a secret into the empty glass, listening to the frequencies slowly pass. Reverberations bouncing off the empty space, leaving an acoustic, invisible trace.
fermented memories haunting the corridor,
reminding us of what we are fighting for. Listening to the whiskey echoes,
traveling down where the
cold river flows, a sonic reminder of the spirits we drank, watching the ship as it tragically sank, haunted by the whiskey Is anyone there? Just ghosts in the air, listening to the whiskey echoes, traveling down where the cold river flows, a sonic reminder of the spirits we drank, watching the ship as it tragically sank, haunted by the whiskey echoes. Ooh, fading out, whisper to a shout, whiskey echoes. From the ceiling so high, dictating the rhythm as the moments rush by. You push me away with a sudden sharp thrust, then pull me back into this dizzying dust.
Dodging the punches in this dangerous ring, navigating the tempo of this merciless thing.
The brass section blares with a ruthless attack. Whenever I pivot, you violently pull back.
Momentum is
Shifting, the balance is lost.
we gamble our sanity
Regardless of cost, a physical pendulum slides in the room,
propelling us forward
to an imminent doom. Caught up in this cruel swing, tangled in the puppet string,
a brutal momentum that we cannot
tame, losing our minds in this physical game. Whiplash from the cruel swing,
syncopated cruelty hiding inside the snare, tossing my confidence right into the air.
I try to find footing on the slippery wood, failing to stand exactly where I should. Centrifugal forces are gripping my grip, tasting the blood on my trembling lip. We rotate so fast that the scenery blurs, accepting the chaos that suddenly occurs.
Momentum is shifting,
The balance is lost.
we gamble our sanity
regardless of cost. The physical pendulum slicing the room, propelling us forward to an imminent doom. Caught up in this cruel swing, tangled in the puppet string.
A brutal momentum that we cannot tame,
Losing our minds in this physical game. Whiplash from a cruel swing. Dismantle the ride.
there is nowhere left for our bodies to hide.
This acrobatic routine is incredibly vile.
We cannot survive this aggressive style.
Swing left, swing right. Hold on, hold on for life. Caught up in this cruel swing.
That we cannot tame,
Losing our minds in this physical game. Whiplash from the cruel swing. Slow it down, hit the ground. Cruel swing. Minutes ticking slowly on the grandfather clock, waiting for your key to turn inside the lock. The kindling is ready, but the flame is small, spreading tiny shadows across the entry hall.
driving down the highway with the headlights low, pondering the reasons why our progress is slow. We never had an explosion or a sudden crash,
Just a quiet reduction into piles of ash. Friction is building underneath the surface floor. We don't even bother to argue anymore. The temperature is rising by a single degree, gradually destroying both you and me. Caught in a slow burn, waiting for the wheel of fortune to turn. No sudden fireworks to illuminate the sky, just a long goodbye where the embers die. Yeah, this agonizing slow burn.
Oxygen is dwindling in this airtight room,
Sealing our relationship inside a tomb.
I watch the wax melting from the candle wick.
The passage of time is a cruel magic trick. Soot and heavy residue covering the glass,
Wondering how long this purgatory will last.
we are simmering gently on a low heat stove, starving out the remnants of our sacred love. Friction is building underneath the surface floor. We don't even bother to argue anymore. The temperature is rising by a single degree, gradually destroying both you and me. Caught in a slow burn, waiting for the wheel of fortune to turn. the engine to extinguish the spark, or let the entire building dissolve into the dark. The smoke is invisible, but it fills up the chest, giving our exhaustion absolutely no rest. Flicker low, watch it fade, the final show that we made. Caught in a slow burn, waiting for the wheel of fortune to turn. Oh, no sudden fireworks to illuminate the sky, just a long goodbye where the embers die. Yeah, this agonizing slow burn spark is gone. Cold dawn, slow burn spark is gone. Slow burn, slow burn. Stepping on a toxic groove, stepping on the floorboards with a dangerous sway, knowing I should probably turn and walk the other way. The rhythm grabs me by the hips and pulls me tight, surrendering my logic to the funky night.
Catching your frequency from across the crowded room, vibrations thumping like a sonic boom. My feet are moving though my brain is saying no. Caught in the undertow of this infectious show.
Chemical reactions sparking in the humid air. Sweat is dripping down from your tangled hair. Hazardous magnetism pulling us to crash. Ready to turn this discotheque to ash. Spinning in a toxic groove, losing all control over the way we move. A lethal tempo that we simply can't ignore, leaving us exhausted on the ballroom floor. Caught inside the toxic groove.
Contagious melodies infecting my eardrum, making my rational defenses totally numb.
You spin around and shoot a venomous smile, convincing me to stay another little while.
The bassline slithers like a serpent in the dark,
leaving a very distinct invisible mark. We synchronize our steps into a deadly dance, trapped in a deeply hypnotic rhythmic trance. Chemical reactions sparking in the humid air. Sweat is dripping down from your tangled hair. A hazardous magnetism pulling us to crash. Ready to turn this discotheque to ash. Spinning in a toxic groove, losing all control over the way we move. A lethal tempo that we simply can't ignore, leaving us exhausted on the ballroom floor. Caught inside the toxic groove.
We are dying from this overwhelming heat. The harmony is poisonous, the melody is sick.
We need to exit this rotation
Very quick.
step the toxic groove. Keep on dancing, can't stop dancing, lethal prancing. Toxic groove. Toxic groove.
Across the bedroom wall, waiting for a lover who will never call. Ashes tumbling down upon the silken sheet, silence feeling heavier than our defeat. Stray dogs howling at a silver moon, strumming out a melancholic lonely tune. Cigarettes are burning down onto the filter tip, tasting your departure on my lower lip. Inhaling memories we cannot erase, exhaling secrets in this empty space. The haze is thick, blinding our weary eyes, choking on a dozen beautifully disguised lies. Trapped inside the midnight smoke, a masquerade where both our spirits broke, floating through the fog of what we used to be. You remain a phantom haunting me. Yeah, we are fading in the midnight smoke. Curtains drawn against the approaching dawn, wondering where our passion is finally gone. My fingers bleeding on these rusty strings, mourning all the sorrow that tomorrow brings. Perfume lingering upon the collarbone, sitting by the fireplace, utterly alone. Embers dying slowly in the blackened grate, realizing we surrender to a tragic fate. Inhaling memories we cannot erase, exhaling secrets in this empty space. The haze is thick, blinding our weary eyes, choking on a dozen beautifully disguised lies. Trapped inside the midnight smoke, a masquerade where both our spirits broke, floating through the fog of what we used to be. You remain a phantom haunting me. Yeah, we are fading in the midnight smoke. Can we clear the air before we suffocate? Is it far too late to renegotiate? Lungs are heavy with the weight of our regret, this atmospheric sadness we shall not forget. Just breathe, let the vapor dissipate. Just breathe before we asphyxiate. Trapped inside the midnight smoke, a masquerade where both our spirits broke, floating through the fog of what we used to be. You remain a phantom haunting me. Yeah, we are fading in the midnight smoke. Let it drift away, watch it drift away. Nothing left to say, we have nothing left. Midnight smoke.
ticking slowly on the grandfather clock, waiting for your key to turn inside the lock. The kindling's ready, but the flame is small, spreading tiny shadows across the entry hall.
Driving down the highway with the headlights low, we pondering the reasons why our progress is slow.
We never had an explosion or a sudden crash,
Just a quiet reduction into piles of ash.
friction is building underneath the surface floor. We don't even bother to argue anymore. The temperature is rising by a single degree, gradually destroying both you and me. Caught in a slow burn, waiting for the wheel of fortune to turn. No sudden fireworks to illuminate the sky, just a long goodbye where the embers die. Yeah, this agonizing slow burn.
Oxygen is dwindling in this airtight room,
Sealing our relationship inside a tomb.
I watch the wax melting from the candle wick.
The passage of time is a cruel magic trick. Soot and heavy residue covering the glass, wondering how long this purgatory will last. We are simmering gently on a low heat stove, starving out the remnants of our sacred love. Friction is building underneath the surface floor. We don't even bother to argue anymore. The temperature is rising by a single degree, gradually destroying both you and me. Caught in a slow burn, waiting for the wheel of fortune to turn. No sudden fireworks to illuminate the sky, just a long goodbye where the embers die. Yeah, this agonizing slow burn. Slow burn.
Should we call the engine to extinguish the spark?
Or let the entire building dissolve into the dark.
The smoke is invisible,
But it fills up the chest, giving our exhaustion absolutely no rest.
flicker low, watch it fade.
Watch it fade.
The final show that we made.
Caught in a slow burn, waiting for the wheel of fortune to turn. No sudden fireworks to illuminate the sky, just a long goodbye where the embers die.
black coffee brewing on a Tuesday morning, waking up alone without a single warning. You left a note written in an ugly scrawl. Now I'm staring blankly at the kitchen wall.
Wandering the alleys with an empty pocket, your silver photograph locked inside my locket.
The taste of cheap tobacco cannot cure the sting of realizing I am no longer your king. Pouring fresh lemon into open sores, banging on the handles of locked iron doors. The melody is heavy and the rhythm is wrong. We are stuck inside a truly miserable song, singing these bitter blues, paying the penalty and paying our dues. No sweet redemption in this raspy key, just the harsh echo of our misery. Oh, these bitter blues. Oh, these bitter blues.
A sharp staccato rhythm in my pounding chest. I tried my absolute best to give you rest,
But you prefer the friction and the constant fight, screaming at the shadows in the dead of night. Acid rain is splashing on the window pane, driving me completely and utterly insane. I'm at your anger with the venomous glare, breathing in the toxicity of this polluted air. Pouring fresh lemon into open sores, banging on the handles of locked iron doors. The melody is heavy and the rhythm is wrong. We are stuck inside a truly miserable song, singing these bitter blues, paying the penalty and paying our dues. No sweet redemption in this raspy key, just the harsh echo of our misery. Oh, these bitter blues.
sweeten the cup,
or should we just admit that we are giving it up?
the tonic is poison, the dominant is cruel. Look at how the music made a complete fool.
Drop the bass, lose the swing, in this space, no one sings. Singing these bitter blues, paying the penalty and paying our dues. No sweet redemption in this raspy key, just the harsh echo of our misery. Oh, these bitter blues taste so sour, kitchen wall. Wandering the alleys with an empty pocket, your silver photograph locked inside my locket. The taste of cheap tobacco cannot cure the sting of realizing I am no longer your king. Pouring fresh lemon into open sores, banging on the handles of locked dying doors. The melody is heavy and the rhythm is wrong. We are stuck inside a truly miserable song, singing these bitter blues, paying the penalty and paying our dues. No sweet redemption in this raspy key, just the harsh echo of our misery. Oh, these bitter blues. A sharp staccato rhythm in my pounding chest. I try my absolute best to give you rest, but you prefer the friction and the constant fight. Screaming at the shadows in the dead of night. Acid rain is splashing on the window pane, driving me completely and utterly insane. I'm at your angle with the venomous glare, breathing in the toxicity of this polluted air. Pouring fresh lemon into open sores, banging on the handles of locked iron doors. The melody is heavy and the rhythm is wrong. We are stuck inside a truly miserable song, singing these bitter blues, paying the penalty and paying our dues. No sweet redemption in this raspy key, just the harsh echo of our misery. Oh, these bitter blues. Is there any sugar left to sweeten the cup, or should we just admit that we are giving it up? The tonic is poison, the dominant is cruel. Look at how the music made a complete fool. Drop the bass, lose the swing in this space. No one sees. Ice cubes clinking in a crystal glass, watching all the desperate strangers pass. Bartender pouring out the amber fire, fueling up the engine of my dark desire. Sitting in the corner booth, sipping neat, feeling all the liquor travel to my feet. Watching how you swallow down the liquid gold, a dangerous adventure waiting to unfold. Intoxication creeping through the rushing veins, washing out the logic, loosening the chains. A toxic combination of the rye and lust, building up a kingdom we can never trust. Intoxicated by your bourbon kisses, hitting every target that my conscience misses. Swallowing the poison from your velvet tongue, feeling incredibly old but acting wildly young. Oh, whispering directly to my brain, telling me to dance amid the pouring rain. Your jacket smelling of the tavern wood, doing all the wicked things we never should. Tasting the fermentation on your greedy mouth, sending my morality directly south. Intoxication creeping through the rushing veins, washing out the logic, losing in the chains. A toxic combination of the rye and lust, building up a kingdom we can never trust. Intoxicated by your bourbon kisses, hitting every target that my conscience misses. Swallowing the poison from your velvet tongue, feeling incredibly old but acting wildly young. Oh, these burning bourbon kisses. For our drunk mistakes, or will we pour another double shot of sin? Opening the bottle just to let the madness in. One drop, two drops, spilling on the floor. I always demand more. Intoxicated by your bourbon kisses, hitting every target that my conscience misses. Swallowing the poison from your velvet tongue, feeling incredibly old but acting wildly young. Oh, these burning bourbon kisses. Drink it down, drink it down, drink it down, drink it down, spin it around. Bourbon kisses. Bourbon kisses. Kisses. Silk fabric draped across the wooden floor, soft footsteps heading for the grand front door. You touch my skin with a delicate caress, leaving me trapped in this elegant distress.
Gentle patterns traced upon your shoulder blade.
Ooh.
Watching how the golden afternoon light starts to fade. I never meant to tell your delicate design, but matching your pace is a steep hill to climb.
We are woven together by a fragile thread, haunted by the phrases that we left unsaid. One sharp pull and the seams begin to tear, leaving us exposed to the biting winter air. Oh, protect my velvet heart, ripped at the edges, pulling apart. A luxury texture that you can restore, bleeding out slowly on the parlor floor. Torn velvet heart, stitching up the patches with a golden wire, trying to rekindle that exquisite fire, but every single needle leaves another permanent scar, reminding us exactly of how broken we are.
Lush crimson cushions covered up in great dust, replacing our devotion with a cold distrust. I wrap myself in layers of this heavy fabric shield, refusing to acknowledge all the wounds that never heal. Ooh.
We We are woven together by a fragile thread, haunted by the phrases that we left unsaid. One sharp pull and the seams begin to tear, leaving us exposed to the biting winter air. Oh, protect my velvet heart, ripped at the edges, pulling apart. A luxury texture that you can restore, bleeding out slowly on the parlor floor. Torn velvet heart. Can luxury survive when the structure decays? Are we just a fashion that eventually fades? Don't throw it away like a cheap piece of rag, carrying this damage like a heavy luggage bag. Handle with care is too thin. Let the repair finally begin. Oh, protect my velvet heart, ripped at the edges, pulling apart. A luxury texture that you can't restore, bleeding out slowly on the parlor floor. Torn velvet heart. Keep it safe, keep it safe. Now it's gone. Velvet heart. Silk fabric draped across the wooden floor, soft footsteps heading for the grand front door. You touch my skin with a delicate caress, leaving me trapped in this elegant distress.
Gentle patterns traced upon your shoulder blade, watching how the golden afternoon light starts to fade.
I never meant to tear your delicate design, but matching your pace is a steep hill to climb. We are woven together by a fragile thread, haunted by the phrases that we left unsaid. One sharp pull and the seams begin to tear, leaving us exposed to the biting winter air. Oh, protect my velvet heart, ripped at the edges, pulling apart. A luxury texture that you can't restore, bleeding out slowly on the parlor floor. Torn velvet heart. Stitching up the patches with a golden wire, trying to rekindle that exquisite fire. But every single needle leaves another permanent scar, reminding us exactly of how broken we are. Plush crimson cushions covered up in gray dust, trust. I wrap myself in layers of this heavy fabric shield, refusing to acknowledge all the wounds that never healed. We are woven together by a fragile thread, haunted by the phrases that we left unsaid. One sharp pull and the seams begin to tear, leaving us exposed to the biting winter air. Oh, protect my velvet heart, ripped at the edges, pulling apart. A luxury texture that you can't restore, bleeding out slowly on the parlor floor. Torn velvet heart. When the structure decays, are we just a fashion that eventually fades? Don't throw it away like a cheap piece of rag. Carrying this damage like a heavy luggage bag.
Handle with care.
It's too thin.
Let the repair
Finally begin. Oh, protect my velvet heart, ripped at the edges, pulling apart. A luxury texture that you can't restore, bleeding out slowly on the parlor floor. Torn velvet heart, keep it safe. Now it's gone. Velvet heart. Polishing the brass until it looks like gold, playing the innocent part that I was sold. People look up and expect a pure divine, never seeing the cracks along the outer line.
Carrying the weight of everyone's belief, searching the heavens
for a slight relief.
They placed a crown of virtue on my tight head, but I would rather be a mortal man instead.
The pedestal is towering, the altitude is steep. Promises of sanctity are far too hard to keep. Gravity is pulling at the feathers on my wings, listening to the tragic song the fallen angel sings. Wearing this heavy halo, sinking into the muddy earth below. Tarnished glory that I cannot sustain, trading my divinity for human pain. Crushed beneath the heavy halo,
hovering above the sinners in the street. Envy rising when I watch the lovers meet.
righteousness is quite a lonely place to dwell.
So
regret,
trapped inside this holy,
suffocating there.
I wanna make mistakes and stumble in the mud,
Remembering the feeling
of the rushing blood. The pedestal is towering, the altitude is steep, promises of sanctity are far too hard to keep. Gravity is pulling at the feathers on my wings, listening to the tragic song the fallen angel sings. Wearing this heavy halo, ooh, sinking into the muddy earth below. Tarnished glory that I cannot sustain, trading my divinity, ooh, for human pain. Crushed beneath the heavy halo. Shatter the illusion,
free me from this spiritual
absolute confusion.
Let the glowing circle
Crash into the dirt.
I wanna be alive, I wanna feel the
Falling down, hitting ground, lose the light,
join the night.
I'm wearing this heavy halo, sinking into the muddy earth below. Tarnished glory that I cannot sustain, trading my divinity for human pain. Crushed beneath the heavy halo,
Let it draw,
end it all,
end it all.
heavy halo. Crushing up the herbs inside a wooden bowl, trying to capture the essence of your mortal soul. Lighting up the incense to summon up the spirits, chanting out a curse until everybody hears it.
Wander in the swamps
In the middle of the night, guided by a flickering, unnatural green light, I feel your dark magic gripping tightly on my spine, turning my autonomy completely out of line. Potions bubbling in iron cauldron pot, tying up my destiny into a wicked knot. A supernatural gravity that I cannot escape, transforming my reality into an abstract shape. Caught up in this voodoo soul, losing every single ounce of rational control. A mystical possession taking over the brain, driving me beautifully and totally insane. Hexed by the voodoo soul. Pins are sticking deeply into the fabric, doll, feeling every puncture as I stagger down the hall. You whisper, ain't
invitations from 1,000 miles away, commanding my obedience every single day. Mixing up the powders with a feather from a crow, watching the results of the sorcery begin to grow. I never wanted to enslave your fragile mind, but this dark attraction makes me spiritually blind. Oh, potions bubbling, an iron cauldron pot, tying up my destiny into a wicked knot. A supernatural gravity that I cannot escape, transforming my reality into an abstract shape. Caught up in this voodoo soul, losing every single ounce of rational control. A mystical possession taking over the brain, driving me beautifully and totally insane. Hexed by the voodoo soul. Break the amulet, scatter all the cursed stones, wash away the magic from my weary aching bones. This witchcraft is a prison masquerading as a thrill. Release me from the bondage of your overpowering will. Spell binds, mind twists, magic blinds in the mist. Caught up in this voodoo soul, losing every single ounce of rational control. A mystical possession taking over the brain, driving me beautifully and totally insane. Hexed by the voodoo soul. Lift the curse or make it worse. I'll make it worse. Voodoo soul. Shadows stretching across the bedroom wall, waiting for a lover who will never call. Ashes tumbling down upon the silken sheet, silence feeling heavier than our defeat.
Stray dogs howling at a silver moon, strumming out a melancholic, lonely tune.
Cigarettes are burning down onto the filter tip, tasting your departure on my lower lip. Inhaling memories we cannot erase, exhaling secrets in this empty space. The haze is thick, blinding our weary eyes, choking on a dozen beautifully disguised lies. Trapped inside the midnight smoke, a masquerade where both our spirits broke, floating through the fog of what we used to be. You remain a phantom haunting me. Yeah, we are fading in the midnight smoke.
Curtains drawn against the approaching dawn, wondering where our passion has
Finally gone. fingers bleeding on these rusty strings, mourning all the sorrow that tomorrow brings. Perfume lingering upon the collarbone, sitting by the fireplace, utterly alone. Embers dying slowly in the blackened grate, realizing we surrender to a tragic fate. Inhaling memories we cannot erase, exhaling secrets in this empty space. The haze is thick, blinding our weary eyes, choking on a dozen beautifully disguised lies. Trapped inside the midnight smoke, a masquerade where both our spirits broke, floating through the fog of what we used to be. You remain a phantom haunting me. Yeah, we are fading in the midnight smoke. This atmospheric sadness we shall not forget. Just breathe, let the vapor dissipate. Just breathe before we asphyxiate. Trapped inside the midnight smoke, drift away, watch it drift away. Nothing left to say. Midnight smoke. Midnight smoke.